2275 stream. Hope you're all doing well this fine day. I'm doing good. Just ready to get on with some more Baldur's Gate for my gaming pleasure and your viewing pleasure. So, first things first. No, let's just use regular cure wounds at level 3. Only just in case I need to get into another fight.
Let's get going.
20 isn't good enough. Alright, read the Grand Design. Detective Scribe Yanis by Envern Gortash. The Grand Design is the Mind Flayer species' wide ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness, though an act of sudden mass metamorphosis given the Elder Brain is an overall command. An implacable army of Ithilid slave warriors with which to defeat all their old enemies, human and humanoid, Githyanki and Ulthurid. Of course, this is delusional madness, megalomania on a cosmic scale, and I know just how to turn it to our purposes. We're going to help the Mind Flayers enact their grand design, but only in the way that suits us. The Ithilid shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves, and we shall determine how and when and where of their great Ithilid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things as commanding the grand design, and clearly a Bainite task. Invasion plans. Amulet of the Absolute. Severed head. You mean a desert wine? Dessert wine. Okay. Oh. Okay. Have a look around. Make sure we see nothing, hear nothing. See nothing, hear nothing. Okay. You guys all coming? Alright. Let's use the portal to the surface.
I've been thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
Time to pack it in for the day, I think.
Cousin, there are important matters to discuss.
Helen! Isabel! My love! You were dead. I saw your body.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. But somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
There you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
You are most welcome. Wait, no. Did I hear correctly before? Are you Ketheric Thorn's daughter?
I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later. It'll keep. I promise.
Fine, I'll see you at the camp.
Very good. We look forward to it.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Alright. Let us have a quick chat then.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands.
You seem in a good mood. I thought you might be a bit more subdued after something close to blowing up.
Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. The one I very nearly destroyed. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but... no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
Well, back up. Why is this crown all important all of a sudden?
That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Why would a Baldurian magic shop be the first place we look?
Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
It's... like your mind wants you dead. How'd you survive it? Faniel. I had to look after him. Without him, I wouldn't have lasted long.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Now the Absolute cult has Ravengard, where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Mizora said, you can say what led to your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I'd give my life if it meant the residents are safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
The Call of the Dragon had infiltrated Baldur's Gate? To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Allow Will to share his memory with you.
In the looming shadow of the mound, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
So, wait, you took on 25 cultists on your own? I do kind of find that hard to believe.
I had Mizora at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Is that how you lost your eye in the battle with the Call of the Dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mazura. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
And what about your father, the Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mazura had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
I mean, it was brave what you did for the city.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
Alright, we'll return to this subject later, my friend.
I understand.
You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Do you miss your father?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Beast left behind. I'm glad that's still the case.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. You wanted something?
There are some matters I wanted to discuss.
I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later. I'd be a poor...
Okay.
It's like your mind.
Halson.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
So will the curse actually be lifted?
I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
What happened to Oliver? You know, exactly. Did Thaniel absorb him?
No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish, I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does.
What now? I mean, you've got what you wanted after all.
I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side.
I'm glad to have you.
And I'm glad to be had. Glad to be with you, I mean.
Alright.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been.
I was a bit preoccupied with defeating Catrick Thorn.
Who? Oh, Well, forget about that, Magungus. We have more important things to worry about. Like Wulbrin.
Marcus, Warbin wants nothing to do with you. He's made that clear.
Oh, forget about that. Wulbrin and the Iron Hand gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them.
How can you be so sure?
Because they're a gaggle of vindictive crybabies with no sense of propriety. That is to say, they gabbed about their plans like a geese, and I overheard them. Like a very devious goose.
I mean, it seems we're gonna have our hands full at Baldur's Gate.
With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend. I'll be seeing you at...
Okay.
It's clear. It'll take time, but this tower's stone will heal.
Moonrise has been cleansed. Baldur's Gate is next.
Just tell me what you need.
Trade. Ah, you got gold. Yay. Okay. Where are we? That. All 4 of those. All 3 of those. Go on, we'll take all 5 of those. Take some indigo dye. Harlequin black and white dye, sure. Muddy red, why not? Yeah, let's even this out. Anything else I want from you? No, not really, that's fine.
Lady light your...
Suspicious sounds.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters.
Alright, let's have a quick chat with us.
A curse lifted. The dead 3 allied once more. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
I'm not sure, don't all living things?
No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the 3 amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
to be honest, I'm surprised to see you. Why are you here?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
I mean, speak plainly. Isn't there any more you can tell me?
No.
Well, you do seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes. Bane, Lord of Darkness. Baal, Lord of Murder. Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one, and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Leave. There's someone upstairs. Oh, these kids.
Why, yes. Once Althea is done with this song, we will be looking for patrons. All coppers welcome, pal.
Friend, we are here for you.
You may draw the wrong sort of attention if people see you by my side.
We will not cause you any trouble, friend. We will project a different form that will cloak us from all but your closest acquaintances. You and your friends shall see us as we truly are. All others shall see a kitty, a small predator, indigenous to this world. They kitties can walk anywhere, and they are most cunning.
Alright, sweet. Umi.
Miss Althea wants to write us a song about you fighting Ketheric. But I missed Maul.
But they've seen that plenty of times.
Althera's writing us a song. A stupid song won't bring Mole back. Tell her, won't you?
Hold mine. I'm gonna make a killing in the city.
You're here. Good. That's good.
Are you alright?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Maul is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
I'm sure they appreciate it.
Maybe. I'd love to put on a show just for them. But it's boring if I'm the only one playing. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
Helm's blessings upon you.
Back in last light, I was racking my brains. How the hells do we get past the curse? And then a blinding light cuts through the darkness like a blade through butter. All thanks to you, I hear. Didn't think we'd make it without the old Hell Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job.
I freed Zephyr down in the colony. I wouldn't be so quick to write him off as dead.
I would. He didn't have any fight left in him.
He went his own way. I don't think he could face me or all of you.
Briefest hesitation as Saris wars with old loyalties and wins.
I looked up to him. We all did. but he let us down when we needed him most. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. We'll scavenge what we can. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the city.
That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, I got plenty of these tools to use. Let's go for it.
What's that? That might be worth a look.
Elder Brain Domination. Confidential dictated described Yanis by General Thurk. Young Gortish plans to enslave an ill-lifted Elder Brain and make it a marionette under the control of the Crown of Casters. Let's proceed almost without abounding the slight delay of our Banist allies. Sorted out the leadership conflict. The weak point surely must be the sharing of the Netherstones. It was necessary to secure my engagement of that murder cult, but eventually it's certain to fracture our fragile alliance. Clearly all three Netherstones must be controlled by a single leader, me by preference, but not until after all the stakeholders have made their essential contributions. Gortash fears that energized by the dark energies of the crown, the brain we now call the Absolute, will eventually metamorphose into something new and more difficult to control. If he's right, the need to invest the power of the Netherstones into a single wielder is urgent, even more so than Enver Gortash. At least must be thinking the same way. Cloak of Elemental Absorption. Another letter to Ketheric. My darling husband, I know the time my triumph draws near. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave our little girl. But I'm writing to Milan our lot. It is ours and no others. Though the city of judgment is dark, I know our lady's light will find me even there. I will see her shining spires and walk the silver gardens we both dreamed of. I go to my reward and leave quite the task for you. Yet my heart, Celine's light shines bright in our little one, but she will need a guide to keep her on the path. I have no doubt that she'll keep you on yours. It's the same path, Our Lady's path, and one day I will bring you both back to me. Only too soon, I hope. I won't say goodbye. There is no loss, only temporary separation. How I love you forever. Mandola.
Ketheric's wife. Sounds like she loved him very much.
And I'm encumbered. Okay. To have a big sort out of my equipment at some point. Sell these busted up moon lanterns for one. Right, anyway, cloaks.
There is work to do.
What cloak are you wearing? Ah, reverberations.
Charmed, I'm sure.
You don't have a cloak, and I've just given you poison. What's this? Give that to Will.
Sharp as ever.
Wow, that is a cloak.
I applaud your taste.
No one's stopped me yet.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
Ah, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to speak to everyone. That was a mistake. I already have allies.
You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Will there be anyone left alive when we arrive in the
Even
city?
if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Okay, I haven't gone anywhere yet. Alright, that's good.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
You've tangled with the Dead Three before?
Extensively. Mind flayers, too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a Netherstone, and you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
Wait, you want to join me?
Of course. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
I'll see you at my camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh? I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
Sweet. You got your hair now as well.
There'll be plenty of dead to mourn when this is done. But songs to sing too.
Ketheric's done, but that army's already on the move. This isn't done yet.
Cool. Let's see with you.
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
I grew up hearing stories of Duke Elton. I'm curious about what he was like.
Gruff and intimidating. But he had the courage of 10 men, and the love for Baldur's Gate few could match. I don't know if this Duke Ravengard is the same, but I will say this. The Flaming Fist are the cornerstone of the city, and the Dukes are its foundation. I hope you can save him, for the good of Baldur's Gate.
What about you?
When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. Thaniel is the only reason I survived. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken.
Once we leave, this place will be pretty empty. Will you be alright?
You don't have to worry about me. The truth is, the Shadowfell broke something inside me. Something no healer can fix. I don't know how long I have, but because of you, Thaniel is safe. Because of you, I could help him as he helped me. So, thank you, my friend. And know that I have no regrets.
Okay, cool. It's all well and good.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Is there a way for me to get up on the rafters? A ladder, that'll do.
It's curious. Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing.
Arcane, determine what it is. Guidance. Ah, really? Don't do me like that. Roll inspiration. Let's go. There we go.
You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid.
Reach in.
Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
Gods, what is it? What now?
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now.
Twist your wrist and break the grip. Monk and dexterity.
With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Careful. In future, you can't just stick your hand in every strange hole you come across.
The tentacle pulses within the wall, waiting.
Okay. Let us see if we can head back down and find Zephyr before we head to camp.
The stonework is sublime. I was almost ashamed to leave this
Without him, it wouldn't have lasted long.
Let's go for a quick save, just in case. No, not going back? Okay. Ah, that's what it is. Okay.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Safe return to the city. We'll see you there, Helmling.
We need to get back to the city before those monsters do. Baldur's Gate is...
Can't believe there are mind flayers targeting Baldur's Gate. We can't let them gain a foothold.
Okay.
Troops ready?
Ready enough?
Gods, I can't wait to be back home.
Well, I'm waiting for you.
Better be. It hasn't been that long.
Feels like forever.
Okay.
Stone says it is one floor down to the left.
I just want to explore this area thoroughly, people.
directly.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
So I can't get actually through on that side. Okay. Oh, there's no like hidden way around. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay. I'll give it one more try at the moonrise. But for now, guys, I'll leave you to it and end the stream. If I get through, I'll start the stream there. If I don't, then I don't. Until then, thanks very much for watching.